Welcome back to Dead Good Book Reviews and another reading vlog. It is reading vlog number 31 by my count. I'm still pretty sure I'm probably off by about one, but I'm going to count it as reading vlog number 31. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay this Monday morning. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll know I had a rocky week, but I'm having more positive feelings going into the start of this week. I got some time to be creative over the weekend, and that's really what I enjoy. I have a few little reading updatey bits for you, and then we'll sort of say what my plans for the week are, and we'll go on ahead. I finished Guinevere Deception. I can't remember if I'd finished that before finishing last week's vlog, but anyway, that's done, and I am 115 pages into my reread of The Camelot Betrayal. While I do really like the books, I don't think they are exceptionally well done. I'm still searching for the perfect King Arthur retelling, and it may be Legendborn, so I might have to order a copy of Legendborn and see how that goes. But I am really enjoying them. They're good fun. If you don't expect them to be too much, they are a good time. I am particularly enjoying Guinevere and Lancelot. If you've read the series, you'll know why, but if not, then that's something to look forward to. I did also get the book mail that I was expecting last week. This is The Sun's Devices by Rebecca Levine. This is book 3 in the Hollow Gods series. This is a very lovely, printed on hardback, which I actually really enjoy. I like a printed on hardback because I suck at looking after dust jackets. Yes, this is book 3 in a series, and I read books 1 and 2 in either 2017 or 2018. I think probably 2017. Hodder and Stack were kind enough to reach out to me to say, you read the first 2, would you like to read the third one? And my answer was 100% yes, I would love to read the third one. And now I'm kind of like, oh no, I need to reread books 1 and 2, and I don't own them. And they aren't in the library, or they aren't in the online library, and I can't really go to the library at the moment. My options are, pick this up, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not raw, not nude. Pick this up fresh and just sort of go in and see what it is in true 2017 Judith style, or pick up the other ones on Kindle or something similar, or even buy secondhand copies of them if I push this into my November TBR. This is technically already out, so I've already missed the boat on it. Maybe I will just buy copies. I'll keep you posted on that one. But I think I am going to leave that at least until I finished my October TBR, which is all rereading now, except for Blood of Dragons, which I haven't got any further on, but there is more cleaning to be done because our house inspection is tomorrow, so I will hopefully get another half hour at least of that done today. Right, where's my to-do list for this week? This week I want to read 5 books, but it's actually 6 books. I just have one that I didn't write on here. I have Children of Blood and Bone and Children of Virtue and Vengeance, which I'm rereading. I want to reread Aragon, I want to read The Light Between Worlds, I want to finish The Camelot Betrayal, and I also want to finish the other bit of book mail that I forgot about, is I have a digital review copy of Escape Pod, which is the book commemorating the 20th anniversary of the podcast, which I believe is of the same name. I don't know the podcast at all, and I'm hoping this might get me into it, but it's a collection of sci-fi short stories, and I've read the first 2, and I'm enjoying it so far. So that's 6 books I want to finish. I need to do some cleaning, plan my videos for November and December, because I have some of them planned, but not all of them. I have a Halloween video I want to film, and some running, and I think that's everything. Yeah, it's not too intense of a week. There's a lot of reading I want to do, which is why everything else is not super intense. But yeah, let's see how we go. It's a different angle. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Hi, hello, happy Tuesday. Yes, I have moved angle slightly. I'm still in my reading room. You're just on the other side, because I thought I would try and maybe use some natural light to make my hair look less abysmal, but I don't think it really worked, so screw you, sunshine. 2 reading updates, I think, maybe 3. A few reading updates for you. I finished The Camelot Betrayal yesterday, my reread. Have I written the review yet? No, but it was yesterday evening, so I think as long as it's written by the end of the week, I'm good. I liked it well enough. I think what I've decided for this series is that actually, I don't think this needed meta plot, and it's focused way too much on that. All it needs to be is Guinevere, Lancelot, and her crew of cool ladies. Like, while King Arthur's doing all of his Arthur stuff, they're doing other plot and, like, solving crime and being amazing. And that's not what this series is, but if somebody could write just Guinevere being amazing on her own without needing to worry about meta plot, I'd be down to read it. I think I just like medieval ladies being badass with magic and kicking butt, and then coming back and being like, oh, also, I solved all of our kingdom's problems. Like, that would be something nice. And there's a little bit of that in Camelot Betrayal, which is the bit that I really enjoy. But the meta plot and the love triangles, if you're not in the mood for love triangles, it can be a little bit grating. Sometimes they're really good fun, sometimes you're just like, there are bigger things at stake here. I also finished Blood of Dragons this morning. I finished my audiobook. I did, like, that was basically all I did yesterday, was I went for a nice long walk, I listened to audiobook, and then I was like, you know what, I'm close enough to the end. So I just sort of ambled about on my phone and listened to the audiobook and cleaned the bathroom, which was very pleasant. I am still reading Escape Pod, and I am still really enjoying it. I am making notes on the short stories because that's my thing with short story collections. I never remember what I've enjoyed and what was in what. It was one of them. I really enjoyed T. Kingfishers. It could be a J. I think it's a T story. The Report of Dr. Hulamas on the Incident at Jackrabbit 5. That's a really fun story. Sarah Gailey features in this collection, and their story was pretty good as well. And then I've picked up, oh, this is quite a long reading update, I apologise. And then I've picked up Children of Blood and Bone, my reread of that, which I am about 10 chapters in, I think, and I am enjoying that quite a bit. I think it's really good. I remember reading it the first time, probably when I was just, well, when would it have been? 2018, early 2018. And I think I was starting to get a bit jaded with YA. Just a bit. Like, I think a lot of my reviews around that time are kind of like, this is really generic. If you like generic things, you'll like it. Which is a valid criticism of some YA, but I think possibly I just wasn't stretching myself enough, so I couldn't see the value. Anyway, you know, clearly you know what that meant. But no, I'm reading it again now, and I'm actually quite enjoying it, and I think having read Children of Virtue and Vengeance, there's a little bit more familiarity there. I think that's everything. Right, now I have to take the camera back over there because people are coming. Oh, hello, happy Wednesday. I don't normally vlog on a Wednesday because I don't have much to say usually, but I don't have anything to say today, and I'm here anyway. It is a fairly gloomy grey Wednesday today. There are speckles of blue out there in various places. The weather's nice for you, wherever you are. Yes, as I say, not much to update you on reading-wise. I am still working on Children of Blood and Bone. Oh, it's gone from my brain. Escape Pod. I'm going to read a few more stories of that this afternoon, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm still debating buying Smiler's Fair and The Hunter's Kind, which are the first two books in the Hall of God series. I am actually wearing two jumpers because it's cold today. It's cold in my office. I think I opened the window to get, like, some fresh air in, but then regretted it because now I'm two jumper Judith. Other than that, nothing very exciting is happening. I'm hoping to finish Children of Blood and Bone this afternoon. I want to go for a walk this evening, so I need to find something to listen to. So I might see if the online library has any free audiobooks that I fancy reading, because I don't want to wait 2 weeks for one that I do fancy. And other than that, I'm getting on as normal. As I say, don't normally check in on a Wednesday, but felt like it today. Happy Thursday. I have the remnants of a tea that I probably ought to finish. Hello, yes, it is kind of post-lunch, just very quickly dropping in before I get back to work. I have finished Children of Blood and Bone. Took me longer than I thought it would. I think it's only actually been 2 days, but it did take me longer than I thought it was going to. And I really, really enjoyed it. I remembered initially my thoughts were, this is fine, kind of generic, and I think I just wasn't reading it with particularly nuanced brain on, and this time around I thought it was phenomenal. Really, really good. There's some really interesting stuff in there, and I'm excited to reread Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I'm working on some videos in the background of things. I'm working on my Halloween video for this year. I'm only going to do one, despite being a spookily named channel with a skull in my icon. As someone who doesn't particularly read horror, I kind of feel, I don't know, it feels a bit false to be like, here is all the spooky books you could read, so I'm going to do atmospheric spooky reads. So I'm working on that at the moment. Oh, I've also started an audiobook. It comes back to me in dribs and drabs. I started an audiobook. I started Shadow Scale, which is the sequel to Seraphina by Richard Hartman. I reread or re-listened to Seraphina a couple of months ago now, maybe 3 months ago. I can't remember. Whichever month I did oodles of audiobooks in, it was available in the library, so I picked it up for when I'm walking, and that was very pleasant. I'm about an hour or so into that. I know it back to front and left to right, so it's nothing particularly snazzy, but it's always fun to revisit that world. Oh yeah, what prompted me to come on camera? I ordered some books. For the first time since July, I have bought books. Yeah, I was looking back trying to work out when I bought Song of the Crimson Flower and Song of Wraiths and Ruin, and it was, I believe, the end of July, so that's August, September, 2.5 months without buying a single book, so that's pretty good. I mean, I wasn't a huge book buyer before, but I decided I am close enough to finishing my TBR that I think it's fine to have some more enter my life. And I've been wanting to do an order with Portal Books for quite a while. I will link them below. They're a bookshop that features LGBT plus stuff. So I've ordered a few bits. I will put them on camera when I get them. I'm very excited. That, I think, is everything I needed to tell you. I wrote my Guinevere review. That's the other thing. And my battery's going to die, which is a sign I have to go. Hi, happy Friday. I have about 5 to 10 minutes before I need to be in a meeting, so I'm going to do this fairly speedily. She says, taking time to adjust the frame. I finished Children of Virtue and Vengeance today. This is definitely a series that benefits from a reread. I think I got so much more out of it, both reading them back to back and reading them again. I think they were just super, super powerful and really good. I'm really interested to see where book 3 goes. I don't actually know when that's coming out. Yeah, it should be good. I had a really good time reading both of those this week. I think next week is either going to be Wrath and the Dawn and Rose of the Dagger. Yes, no, that I don't know why I'm saying either. It is that. That's what I'm reading next week. So that will be nice. Filling up this shelf that has been empty for quite some time, filling up this middle section here. I also finished Escape Pod, which is the collection of short stories from the podcast Escape Pod, and it was super good. I really, really liked it. I did take notes on all of the stories. I think I cried in 2 of them, and that's kind of my was this short story fun? A lot of them were very good, but the one by Mary Robinette Kowal, is it Kowal or Koval? I'm not sure, but her one is called Jaden's Weaver, and it's beautiful. Tina Connolly one it's called Lions and Tigers and Girlfriends, and it's some kids on a spaceship who find out they're going to be on the spaceship for an additional 3 years and then set up a theatre programme. And it's basically everything I've ever wanted, and I would read 15 books about high school theatre drama on a spaceship. But overall, it was really, really good. One thing I will say, if you're wanting to read this, because it's going to be about a month before I manage to get a review up for it, the first 2 stories deal with childbirth. One of them is a really harrowing look at time travel. They go back to Roman times and someone is giving birth, so that's quite difficult. And the second one is a more humorous take, but there's still people giving birth in less than ideal circumstances. So if that's something you want to avoid reading, skip those first 2. It's an interesting choice to put them first. I can in some ways see how metaphorically that works. You're starting with birth. That's very metaphorical and lovely. But I think I would have maybe kicked off with something that was less likely to need a content warning. Maybe. That's just me. As I say, I have a meeting now, so I have to go. But I am going to pick up The Light Between Worlds next. I don't think I'm going to finish Eragon this week, unless I read it over Saturday and Sunday. I don't know. But if I can do both of those, then I read everything I thought I would read on Monday. But that was optimistic Judith speaking, and she is quite often wrong. We'll see. Hello, happy Saturday. It is Saturday morning. I just wanted to come on. I've read a little bit more of Shadowscale, but other than that, I don't think I've done any more reading that's interesting to tell you about. I am really enjoying Shadowscale though. It's a good time. I think I initially did both Seraphina and Shadowscale by audiobook, and I think that's the best way to do it. I really do. I do want to pick up The Light Between Worlds today. I don't know if I'm going to have time. I've only got a little bit more editing to do on this vlog, and I don't know if I need to film anything else today, but it would probably be good to take advantage of the time in the daylight. But we do need to go into town to pick up some medicine, so that's going to take up some of the day at least. So I'm going to take my leave now. I've had a pretty good reading week. I think better than I thought it was going to be. At one point I was like, oh no, this will take ages. But I was editing and I realised that actually Camelot Betrayal I read during this vlog, so I'd read more than I thought I had. So optimistic Monday morning Judith isn't the worst. She's just not the best. I got pretty much everything done that I needed to get done. I need to go for a run later today, but that's about it. It's on my list. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below with what you've been up to, what you've been reading. I'd love to know. You can also, if you haven't already, you can subscribe. It makes me feel loved and appreciated. I forgot to mention social media. You can follow me on that. I am back on Twitter now doing my usual chaotic thing. And that's all from me, and I will see you in the next one. It's gonna be some bloopers now. My hair was looking alright this morning, and then I wore headphones for like 4 hours, and we're just dealing with a bit of a floof. Hi! Hello! Welcome back to Dead Good Book Reviews. It's Monday lunchtime on a grey day, so we have the orangest overhead lighting, which I should sort at some point. I feel like a light bulb change could solve this problem for me. And now I'm a little bit blind. There we go. Hi. I'm wheeling about too much. I can't settle. I should stop before this gets even worse. Ooh, could you? I don't know if the microphone will have picked up that wonderful wheeze I just did then. It's so exciting for you. I will probably cut that out. I think I initially stick around for tomorrow's video. I can't remember what it is, but you should watch it.